Hey guys, today I'll be sharing a detailed breakdown of the cinematography and color grading of this fitness spec commercial. This is a passion project that I shot with Maya Kiana and the Hawaii clothing brand Fitness Serve Daily. This video will cover 3 parts: the lighting, color grading, and the concept. Feel free to skip ahead to different chapters that will interest you or continue watching the whole thing. As a disclaimer, I am not a professional colorist or a big production set DP, but I am a freelance cinematographer and videographer. This is one of my own passion projects that was zero budget and shot solo without a crew. Lighting. So I shot this project in January 2022 when I was just getting started in cinematography. I had bought my first key light, which is the non-light Forza 60B, the one I'm using right now. And it's a nice powerful light. However, it doesn't have the control of the white balance. So daylight temperature was all I had to work with in regards to the color of the light. I had the softbox which came with it, which was very portable to carry by myself, and a light stand. That was pretty much it as far as lighting. So the shot of Maya catching her breath, I had the key light coming in from the top at a 45-degree angle. I wanted the scene to look dark and moody, so only one side of her face was well lit. I didn't have any other diffusers to wrap the light around her face or lights to create an edge light, but the image turned out pretty good still. It looked natural because the light was positioned on the side of the windows, which was a practical source of light. One tip that really elevates cinematography is the use of practical lights, such as the window, to motivate the key light coming in. Here's another example of how I used the key light in this shot. I wanted the audience's eyes to be centered on Maya as she's doing the pull down exercise. If you notice the composition of the shot, she's centered right where the light is supposed to hit. The rest of the background was dark to cut out distractions, and this shot came out quite nice. This shot I wanted to talk about because I was actually pretty fortunate that the light coming from the windows was warm, which brings contrast to the bluer shadows. But what I really like here is how I've positioned the key light at an angle from Maya as she's jump roping, so it looks like the light is coming in from the window. Good cinematography is about not making your lighting look noticeable or too sourcey. I also like to play with the shadows here, as it kind of adds more mystery to what's going on. Color grading. Alright, so we're going to head into Davinci Resolve. As I open up the color tab here, don't be scared of this complicated node tree that I have. I just want to show basically how I color graded this. This was shot in Canon log, which means that the colors from the camera will look gray and flat in order to preserve the highlights and shadows to get the most dynamic range. With log profiles, you're able to control the saturation and contrast in editing, which I'm about to show you. Real quick, this is what it looks like without converting log into Rec 709. For those of you that don't know what Rec 709 is, it's the color space that most broadcasts and TVs show that matches natural color. There's a lot of darks and shadows in this shot, so the waveform graph that you see here is going to be closer at the bottom. The main important thing is that the skin tones are properly exposed. I've also used vector scopes to determine if the skin tones were accurate. And I use a qualifier and a mask to make sure whatever I changed for the midtones or gamma didn't affect her skin. For the creative look of this, I chose to do an orange and teal color grade, which involves me pushing the teal colors to the shadows and making my skin tones look warmer. Lastly, I'll talk about the concept in general. I remember reaching out to Maya for the first time on Instagram because I've always wanted to shoot with her while she was in Hawaii. I was pretty happy when she agreed to do the gym fitness shoot, and she even knew someone who will let us borrow a private space. Beforehand, I did not location scout, so coming into this, I didn't know what to expect. But shooting closer to the night was a good call because I wanted to have better control of lighting, especially with only one key light. I planned my shots beforehand and used the camera that I had at the time, which was the Canon EOS R. I used a 35mm f1.4 lens, which does an amazing job in low light, and I was shooting handheld the whole time. For direction, it was really easy because Maya already had modeling experience, and she's a fitness coach that knows proper form for the exercise movements. So that wraps up the video presentation of this cinematography breakdown. If you guys enjoyed watching this, please give this a like and check out some of my other videos on my channel. Also, be sure to check out Maya's Instagram and her YouTube channel, which I will link in the description. There will be more cinematography projects coming in the future, so I'm excited to see where this goes. Thank you again for watching, and as always, take care.